thought I'd do a gear review of what I usually take on an overnight camp out. I've got this Nelson rig. I believe this is a 20-liter dry bag, and this pretty much has everything in it for sleeping. So my tent, ground cloth, rain fly, sleeping bag, air mattress, inflatable pillow, it's all in there. And I like that because just if I get somewhere and I'm just tired, I just want to set up, I know everything's in this bag that I need. So it works out really well. And then I carry my grill, depending on where I'm at. If we're up in the mountains and we can't use it, but out in the deserts, Borrego, Ocotillo Wells, you can use this, the Vargo grill. I did a video on that. Check that video out. Headlamp. Really like the headlamp because it allows you to be able to do things hands-free. You know, they have those other like pod lights or whatever, and they're nice. I don't carry one as of yet, but I like the headlight because it definitely leaves your hands free, especially if something happens, you get a flat or something at night or whatever, you're able to work and do things. First aid kit. Carry your first aid kit, and some stuff to be able to start a fire is also in that first aid kit. That's really important. Plus, I keep an extra lighter in here that's just, I don't even touch it. It's only for emergencies, like the first aid kit was. Hygiene, deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste. There's shampoo in here. Haven't got a chance to use that yet. So, then I also carry a toolkit. So this carry all my basic tools, everything I need to work on the bike. Tire gauge. So if I do need to do a trail repair, I have it. I also carry utility knife, which is really nice. I don't think this is a leather one. I don't know what this is. Some kind of knockoff. But they're nice to have. Got all kinds of tools in there, so it comes in real handy. Camping flask. Got to have the camping flask. That's an essential. Also carry hand warmers. Haven't used these yet, but December now. This coming weekend is supposed to be in the low 30s out in the desert, so definitely need that. So when it comes to cooking, pretty much do the dehydrated meals, whatever you want. I usually take a steak with me the first night. If it's a multi-night trip, then the rest is unfortunately freeze-dried food. So just use one of these canisters. That fits perfect in this cup. The more stuff you can combine into one spot. These things are pretty cool, although I've never used them. They go on the side so you don't burn your lips. So they go on there. So if you're having hot chocolate or whatever, you can use that. Then I have this BRS little burner. This thing's badass. This thing works great. Yeah, the pocket rockets and all the jet boils and stuff are really cool. They're also like 150 bucks. I think this thing was 15 bucks on Amazon. Now you can even get it to where it has its own igniter. And I don't think it's any more. I think it might maybe 20 bucks. But this is made by BRS, not BSR, BRS. And the other ones, you know, they probably are better. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that I take this stuff out and I beat the crap out of it. And if something happened to my $150 jet boil, I wouldn't be happy about it. But if something happened to my $15 BRS, I wouldn't really care. No big deal. I guess that's, you know, it's just depending on what you're looking for and how much you're going to do. If you're just getting into this, don't go spending a bunch of money on on camping gear and stuff to find out that this isn't your thing, because that would be not good, you know, leave a bad taste in your mouth. So there's another lighter I carry for that, and all this nests in here really well. And when I do bring the little Vargo grill, I usually bring just 6 match light briquettes, and that way I don't have to worry about fluid or anything like that. And I put those in like a Ziploc bag, a couple of Ziploc bags, just because I don't like it being in there. Cutting board, also a plate, use that. And then I have this Sea to Summit. This is I used this for a plate last time, but it can be used as a bowl, and it's really handy. I've never had soup out there. I'm not much of a soup person, but I could definitely see where you could use it for doing that stuff. Maybe even some stir fry or something. You just have to be careful. The flame just can't hit the, I forget what this stuff is, polyurethane or something, I don't know what it is. But as long as your flame's only on the base, on here, you're good. And I have not cooked on that as of yet. Dude wipes. Can't forget the dude wipes. These are nice. I don't know if they intend you to do that, but I use them even to clean up dishes and stuff afterwards. I just carry like a 1 gallon freezer bag, and I use that as a trash bag. And I also have this. These all come apart. It's a corkscrew and a knife and a spoon. It all comes apart, so you can use them independently, which is really nice. I carry that too. I also carry this. This is really nice. If you got something caught up in your tire or wheel or whatever, I also use it for cutting my steak. And then for the Mountain House, I have one of these long titanium spoons, and I really like it because the bags are really deep, and you end up getting that stuff all over yourself. Right now I can't seem to get this thing out. There we go. But anyway, so titanium spork is what this actually is. There we go. Titanium spork. Seems to work pretty good. I've been happy with it. Let's see. Oh, and then the Moon Lance chair. This thing's like 3 pounds. I mean, it's just one of those little chairs that goes together, and you're only, I don't know, maybe a foot off the ground. But I really debated on whether I was going to get this, and I took it on my first trip, and I was so glad I had a chair. This and having tennis shoes to change into were just like, yeah, I'll never go and not have a chair unless I know I'm going to be camping in a campground of some sort. Every bit. Now, there's all kinds of different manufacturers for these. This one's one of the cheaper ones. I want to say this thing was like 25, 30 bucks. And again, same thought process. You know, if something happens to it, which is likely, I don't care. No big deal. I can just order another one, and I didn't just drop $200, $250 on a chair that broke, unfortunately. So now all that stuff, pretty much all that, yeah, all that stuff right there goes in these 2 side bags. I believe they're 15 liters each, and they're Nelson Riggs. I'll do a bag review at a later date. So I take those, and then I also have this other dry bag, which I believe this is a 20, I think this is a 15. And I use this one, normally I put all my clothes and stuff in here, but last time what I did is I put all my water in here and my freeze-dried foods, and it worked really well. I was really happy with it. I did that, and then I ordered this backpack, and I just put my clothes in this, and that was real convenient. I kept my lamp in there and stuff that I could get to quickly. because the stuff on the bike's a little more difficult to get to. So this was nice. It worked out really well. Plus, the previous trip I did, I put all my water in here, and I had like 8.5 pounds of water in this thing. And I didn't notice it too bad, but when you go to take it off, it's a lot of weight. But I really don't need that backpack if I'm just doing an overnighter. It's fine to go without that, which is really nice because that's what kind of makes the overnighters, you know, they're relatively quick, and I take off from the house around 1 or 2 o'clock, and it takes me 2 hours to get anywhere substantial, and then by then it's the evening, and it's pretty much time to make dinner and set up the camp and go to bed. So anyway, that's pretty much all I take on it. And yes, the one thing that's missing is a compressor if I get a flat. I do run the tubeless system, so flats aren't very common, and even if I had a flat, most likely I could just ride on it. The tire won't come off the bead, so I don't have to worry about that. We'll do another video on that. But that's pretty much it. So click the like button, subscribe, go hit the trails.